And when things take on a life of their own, they take on a life of their own.
What do you think is the most important quality a director needs to have?
Luck.
Yeah.
Luck and timing.
Patience.
Patience.
I think a kind of perceptivity, like taking the temperature all the time. You know, how fast is this moving? How slow is it moving? That kind of managerial head. And then also with the actors, knowing like, where are they? Can I come in and push? When is it going to, be effective? When is it going to be, something that backfires on me? And then I'm going to lose that little magic vibe that I've got going on with them. And it's tricky,
How involved are the actors with your scripts?
Well, on this one, I was really fortunate that Annette Bening lived in LA because we had zero time to rehearse. We had less than a week and a very short prep. So she's very dramaturgical, and I love that about her. And she wanted to meet with us and talk script. So she and Stuart Blumberg, the other writer, and myself met, I think, 3 times and really groomed through the script. And it wasn't just for her character. It was really the glue, It was like this person who had been making movies for a long time and really knew how to read and understand drama and read a script and find the pieces in the glue and ask the right questions. And it was like a shorthand for rehearsing.
You're saying that helped, that didn't hurt. What about studio notes generally? Have they hurt projects or Peter? Because you've done a lot of studio
Well, I
projects.
have an arrangement right up front. That is that notes will be submitted. This is when you've got final cut,
Yeah.
of course. But notes will be, I'll accept notes, but enter into no correspondence. I will never discuss what I did with them. If they're of use, I will use them. But otherwise, it's just too tiring to say why you didn't use something. Often hard to put in words. And I've managed so far to have got by with that instruction and repeated it up front. In future, I'll have it in contracts, I think. I think it needs perhaps to be in writing. I have had to remind people.
I'm trying to think what the last studio film you did. Was it Master and Commander?
It was, yeah.
So why have you not done one since?
Studios have changed. They don't develop the sort of films that I'm interested in. It's been a big shift in that period. And but I did work on, within the period between that film and this one, 2 studio pictures, but they just didn't get off the ground. It didn't work for various reasons.
Darren, is it easier or more difficult to shoot your own material?
I've only shot my own material, so I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to make films in today's world. After doing The Wrestler, when everyone was like, "Why are you doing a wrestling picture with Mickey Rourke?" And then it did okay. I thought when I put together Black Swan with Natalie Portman, a legitimate movie star, it would be a lot easier. But it was much more difficult than raising the $6 million we raised for The Wrestler.
So even having a big star attached didn't...
It didn't help at all, and that's because it wasn't quite a genre film and no one really knew what it was. It was a real challenge, and I don't know, it's hard when you're the only person in the room who wants to make the film, which is how it's been every single time.